The East Brunswick High School School Counseling Department is excited to embark on the college application process with their seniors this year. While school counselors will be working with all seniors on their various post-secondary plans, including entering two-year colleges, job training, military, etc., this presentation is primarily focused on an overview of pertinent information related to applying to a four-year college. For any specific questions, seniors should reach out to their school counselor directly. The first step in the college application process is for seniors and their parents to sign off on the transcript release authorization form. This form needs to be signed off on only once this year, as it provides EBHS with permission to release student records to colleges. The transcript release authorization form can be found within the seniors module on our EBHS Counseling Canvas page or on the EBHS High School website within the Counseling tab. Once this form is signed, seniors will need to upload the signed form to the Canvas page under the transcript release authorization assignment. Please keep in mind that EBHS does not release students' SAT or ACT scores. These scores need to be sent to the students' colleges through the College Board website for SAT and the ACT website for the ACT. The next form we will introduce is a college document request form. Seniors will need to fill out this form each time they would like their counselor to send their transcripts and supplemental documents, including recommendation letters, to a college that they have applied to. The most important point to remember regarding submitting this form is that students must submit this form 10 school days before the college's deadline. School days means that the 10 days does not include weekends or days that the school is closed for holidays, etc. The reason this form must be submitted 10 school days prior to the college's deadline is to allow processing time for transcripts, recommendation letters, school profile, and supplemental forms to be submitted to the college. Each time a student needs to have their documents sent to a college, they will access this form on the Counseling Canvas page. Fill out the form with which colleges they need their documents sent to, including which application type they used, and the college's deadline, and then they will submit the completed form to the Counseling Canvas page under the College Document Request Form assignment. Students will be continuously submitting this form throughout their college application process as they continue to apply to more colleges. Seniors must be cognizant of their college deadlines and diligent in ensuring that they submit this form through Canvas at least 10 school days prior to their deadlines. When students apply to college, the school counselor will send the initial transcript, which includes all classes, grades, and GPA through junior year, or 6 semesters. At the end of the first semester this year, the mid-year transcript will be sent to all the colleges to which the students have applied. At the end of the school year, the final transcript will be sent to the school indicated in the student's Naviance as the college they are attending. It is important to note that if a student has been accepted to a college, each time the updated transcript is received, colleges may change the acceptance status if students' grades no longer meet admissions requirements. In other words, be aware of the potential consequences of senioritis. Colleges are checking on student progress and performance throughout the entire senior year. In addition to the transcript release authorization form and the college document request form, seniors will also utilize Naviance throughout the college application process. Students can access their Naviance account by visiting student.naviance.com/eBrunswickHS. Their Naviance username is the same as their EBNet username. Students should be able to log in by clicking the single sign-on option. If students have trouble logging in, they can email their counselor. Before we discuss how seniors will utilize Naviance when applying to colleges, we will discuss an exciting opportunity seniors have to sign up for college visits with college representatives through their Naviance account. These sessions are typically smaller information sessions where students can find out more specific and detailed information regarding that particular college. Typically, the college representative in this meeting is often the admissions rep that will be reviewing applications from East Brunswick High School. These sessions are a nice way for admissions representatives to put a face to a name when they receive a senior's application. Most of these visits will take place in person this year, with a few virtual exceptions. To sign up, students will go to their Naviance homepage after logging in, and they will find a list of upcoming college visits under What's New. They may click Show More to view the full list of college visits. To sign up for a particular session, students will click on More Info, leading them to a page to sign up.
We will now transition into how students will use their Naviance account in the application process. For almost all colleges, counselors will be sending students documents, including transcripts and recommendation letters, to the college via Naviance. For this reason, each college which a student applies must be listed in the student's Colleges I'm Applying To lists. Once students are on their Colleges I'm Applying To page, students will click on a big pink plus sign in the top right-hand corner to add colleges, which will bring them to the page you see here. Students will type in the name of the college under which college are you applying to. Then students will see I'll submit my application with a drop-down menu. They will select via Common App if they plan on using the Common Application, or direct to the institution if the student plans on using the Coalition application or the college application on their website. They can also select I'm not sure yet, but the student will need to indicate this information when they submit their college document request form through Canvas to ensure their transcripts are sent properly. Students will also check off whether they have submitted their application yet at that point. They will also click on Add and Request Transcripts. In doing this, students will be able to track when their transcript was sent from the Colleges I'm Applying To page. However, please know that clicking this button does not notify the student's counselor that they should send transcripts to the college. This is what the college document request form from slides 3 and 4 is for, and why that form is so important.
Once colleges are added to the Colleges I'm Applying To page, this is what the screen will look like. Under the Submission Type column, there's a symbol next to each college which indicates how that college accepts transcripts to be sent to them. As you can see, the first symbol is a stamp. This is very rare to find, but this indicates that a college does not actually accept transcripts to be sent to them electronically through Naviance. In this case, the student should review the college's website for directions or reach out to their counselor for assistance. If a symbol of a computer screen with a question mark appears, this means that the college accepts documents to be sent to them electronically through Naviance and that the college is on Common App, but the student has not indicated yet how they plan to apply to the college. Before documents can be sent, the student will need to select either via Common App or direct to the institution as discussed earlier. The next symbol a student might see is a computer screen with a CA in the middle. This means the college accepts documents to be sent to them electronically through Naviance and that the college is on the Common Application. The fourth possible symbol a student may encounter is a plain computer screen. This indicates the college accepts documents to be sent to them electronically through Naviance, but the college is not on the Common Application. This college may either simply have their own separate application process, like Rutgers for example, or it may be on the Coalition application. Please keep in mind that colleges do not have a preference as to which application a student uses to apply. In order to send electronic documents to Common App colleges through Naviance, students must first match their Common App account to their Naviance account. If the student is not applying to any Common App schools, the matching task may be disregarded. Check out the video on the next slide for instructions on how to match the Common App and Naviance accounts. In the Common App, students will be asked to complete the FERPA waiver. FERPA, or the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act, asks whether or not you wish to waive your rights to have access to your confidential application documents, such as letters of recommendation. Although it is your legal right to decide which you prefer, it does appear to be in your best interest to waive these rights. More specifically, numerous admissions representatives have informed us that they will not consider your rec letter if you do not waive your rights, and some teachers will not agree to write the letter of rec if you do not waive your rights. If you're unsure or want additional information, your counselor will be happy to discuss this with you. Please click the play button to play an instructional video on how to match your Common App in Naviance. Students were told last year to ask 2 of their teachers from their junior year to write their college recommendation letters. Being that last year was all virtual for many students, it is possible that they also may have asked sophomore year teachers instead. This year, students should follow up with their teachers that they asked last year to make sure they're still writing their recommendation letters. After doing this, they will need to send a request to those teachers via Naviance. When students request a teacher letter of recommendation in Naviance, it allows the teacher to upload their letter and send it electronically to all the students' colleges that accepts eDocs. Please click on the play button to watch a video on how to request teacher letters recommendation in Naviance. It is important to have all schools of interest listed in Colleges I'm Applying To prior to requesting letters of recommendation. This will allow the student to see the maximum number of letters accepted by the college and therefore choose which teacher's letters will be sent to each college.
In addition to the required teacher recommendations, most colleges require a counselor letter as well. Unlike the teacher rec, the counselor letter will reflect the student's life beyond the classroom in addition to overall academic strengths. For this reason, the counseling department requires a brag sheet, which allows students to share numerous aspects of their lives they would like communicated to admissions representatives. This document is not sent to colleges. It is used by counselors to write a comprehensive letter or recommendation. This brag sheet was due May 28, 2021. Please submit it to your counselor as soon as possible if you have not already done so.
The college essay can be a daunting task, but there are many resources available for assistance, namely the 12th grade English teacher. The college essay will be a part of every senior English course at some point in the fall. However, the counseling department recommends working on the essay individually now. Students should check the Common App or the college's application for the number of required essays and essay topics. This will allow students to begin to work on various essay topics and manage time effectively in order to meet college deadlines in the fall. Remember, the purpose of the essay is to display an aspect of an individual that stands out from others and an aspect that cannot be seen on a transcript or resume. In other words, the essay should not be a reiteration of an activity list or transcript. Also be aware of essay length requirements. These are intentionally set by colleges for various reasons, namely to determine your ability to be succinct.
Traditionally, standardized test scores have been required by many schools as part of a student's college application. For the upcoming application years, please understand that colleges may have made changes to their policy regarding SAT and ACT scores. All students should check with the colleges they are applying to or visit nacac.org in order to determine the current requirements. If a school has not changed to test optional and a student has not yet taken the SAT or ACT, they should register to do so as soon as possible. East Brunswick High School does not send SAT or ACT scores to colleges. It is the responsibility of the student to send their scores and pay associated fees through either collegeboard.org or act.org.
Many colleges continue to be test optional for this admission cycle. If a school is test optional, it means that the students are not required to submit test scores to complete their application. Choosing not to send scores will not negatively impact a student's application. Students should look into their college's test policy either on fairtest.org or via the Common App dashboard. If a school's testing policy is test blind, this means that the school will not look at standardized test scores. It is crucial that students look into the individual college's test policy, as certain majors or programs may require test scores to be submitted.
Filing the FAFSA is a critical step in the college process. FAFSA stands for Free Application for Federal Student Aid. The Department of Education uses the information provided on your FAFSA to determine your eligibility for aid from federal student financial assistance programs. New Jersey will also use the FAFSA to determine your state grant and scholarship eligibility. Colleges and universities may also use FAFSA data to award their own aid. Families should complete the FAFSA even if they think they don't qualify for federal or state aid money, as many colleges require FAFSA before awarding scholarships. The first step is for both students and parents to create their own FAFSA IDs by visiting fsaid.gov. Be sure to write down your username and password. Once the FSA ID has been completed, families can fill out the FAFSA. You will need your tax and income information in order to complete the application. Students can search for private scholarships through any internet search engine or by checking an individual college's website. FastWeb.com is a popular and user-friendly scholarship search site. EBHS seniors will also have the opportunity to apply for local scholarships and awards. Applications will be available in the second semester. Stay tuned for more information. For more detailed information regarding the ins and outs of financial aid and paying for college, we encourage you to attend our virtual financial aid night on October 14th. It is important to be aware of the deadlines for submitting your college applications. There are a few different terms you may see associated with your deadlines. Early decision. When a student applies to a school early decision, they are entering a legally binding agreement to attend that school if accepted, regardless of any acceptance offers from other colleges. Students can only apply to one school via early decision. Because this is a legally binding agreement, it is important to consider the pros and cons of this type of application. Speak with your school counselor if you need more assistance. Early action. Similar to early decision, early action applicants will submit their applications earlier and typically receive a decision earlier. The key difference is that early action is non-binding and students can apply to multiple schools via early action. If accepted, they are under no obligation to attend. Rolling decision means that a college accepts applications on a rolling basis. The sooner a student applies, the sooner they receive a decision. Regular decision is usually the latest deadline a student can apply to a school. Remember that the counseling department needs a minimum of 10 school days to process and submit any documents on a student's behalf. Be sure to submit your college document request form at least 10 school days before the application deadline.
It is recommended that all college applications are completed by November 15th unless applying to schools with earlier deadlines. The deadline to submit paperwork for January 3rd, a common regular decision deadline, is no later than December 9th. This is 10 school days before the holiday recess.
East Brunswick students have the opportunity to earn college credits while in high school through our dual enrollment program with Middlesex County College. Please visit the counseling link on the EBHS website to see which courses are eligible for MCC credit. Details for enrollment will be shared with the students at the start of the course. Acceptance of transfer credits varies from college to college. If a student is planning on transferring credits earned at MCC to a four-year college, it is their responsibility to contact the schools they are applying to and ask which credits will be accepted. Students can also visit transferology.org to view credit transferability information or njtransfer.org for information specific to New Jersey schools. Students must contact MCC to request their transcript to be sent to selected colleges after graduation. Earlier this year, the counseling department held virtual college admissions boot camp sessions to cover the application process in detail. Click the links on this page to view those presentations. Senior year is an exciting and busy time. Remember, it isn't over until graduation. Senior year grades count. EBHS sends senior mid-year transcripts to all the schools that a student applied to, and a final transcript to whichever school they choose to attend. We wish you all a great year. If you have any questions, please contact your school counselor. We are here to help.